Namaste, royalties. You are on with the TeaKqueen, and it is Saturday. I hope it's Saturday. Anybody else losing days and time in the midst of this quarantine? I know my family is, man. But all is well over here. I just wanted to come on this morning and share my 1 month results with the resolution drops and the NRG and the ISOT and the NutriBurst and all of the other wonderful products that I am taking with Total Life Changes. But I also wanted to kind of give you guys a little background on why I started this journey. So many of you that, are friends with me on Facebook or maybe Instagram. I don't know if I've shared it that much on Instagram, but I know on Facebook, many of you know that a few years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, cervical cancer. And I went through 9 weeks of chemotherapy and external and internal radiation. And it was a very, very difficult time. The reason I mention that is before all of the cancer circumstances or whatever, I was working on my weight journey. So I would say about 2 years before cancer, my highest weight was 443, something like that. I don't know. The numbers kind of honestly get jumbled with me. And I'm going to tell you why is because I went into the doctor and it was just a regular doctor's visit and they do your weight. And it was an older doctor's office, I guess, or a scale, because they have the one where you just stand on and it shows you, not the modern ones we have right now where the number just pops up. So it went all the way to the end, and the doctor, the nurse, my fault, the nurse was like, give me 1 second, it's okay. We just have to get another scale. So I'm thinking that she's going to bring in, the one you stand on or something like that with the bars or whatever. But no, she bought in an identical scale to the one that was on the floor. And she said, put, like the hokey pokey, put your left here, put your right foot on this one. I can laugh now, guys. So anyway, I had to stand on 2 separate scales. And this was back in, I don't even remember the year. I just know that I was in my mid-30s. And I know that my twins and my son my twins, I believe, were like first, second grade. My son was in kindergarten. So, they were babies and it was rough. So the scale topped at like 443. So she put my weight with a question mark, guys. Can you believe that crap? She put it with a question mark, like 443 to 450 was the range. Anyhow, morbidly obese, right? Had to do something about it. And at that time, I did not have any other conditions. There was no high blood pressure. There was no high cholesterol. There was no pre-diabetes. There was none of that. And they tested me for everything. And they were really, really, really shocked that I didn't have it by me being so overweight. I think a lot of it too was I was still active. So I didn't really know that my weight had just blown out of proportion like that. I was active. I was still going, putting my dress on, putting my jeans on, going to the club, still line dancing, still out there like what. So yeah, I knew I had to make a difference. I had to do something different. So I started working out with my sister and started becoming, well, I got into the MLM industry and fell in love with products. I really did, like protein shakes, vitamins, just different things like that. And I would go in and I would go hard, and boom, I would drop 20, 30 pounds, right? Like in a month, like, wow. And then the next month it would be like, okay, that mentality would come back because I hadn't worked on it. Honestly, back then, I didn't know nothing about, living a holistic lifestyle. I didn't equate getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, not being stressed to weight. I just didn't. I was just hitting the gym, taking pills, taking shakes, doing whatever I could to drop the weight. And I did. I got down to, before cancer, I got down to, my lowest weight was 327. So I was ecstatic. I'm talking about over 100-pound weight loss. I was on and popping. It was all that. Honestly, guys, emotionally, I was a wreck. I was just a wreck. Mentally, I was a wreck. I was tired. I tried to put on a smile for everybody. I tried to run my business. I tried to do so much, and I just couldn't. And the next thing I know, I was injured at work. I had to stop working out. I tore my right arm up. That was another year being down. And then went through therapy, went through everything, just trying to deal with that. Doctors telling me, well, you'll never get your function in your right arm back. I lost my job. I was on workers' comp. It was just turmoil, one thing after the other. And through it all, I had to figure out how to still be a mom, how to still be a business owner, how to still just survive. So I beat that. And it's called reflex sympathetic dystrophy. And what it does, it damages your immune system where your body doesn't heal in the same amount of time. But what it also does is you can hug me, and if I'm in the middle of a flare up, it feels like a bear hug. It hurts. My body intensifies it. It burns. It swells. It's painful. So just hugging me at that time was painful, and I had babies. So my biggest thing for that was I gotta live for my kids. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I got babies. I got one in high school about to graduate. I got another one in middle school. I got 3 little ones. It was, yeah. So, oof. Thank you, God. I'm just gonna take a pause. Like, thank you, God. You never left me, God. Never left me. Thank you. So then right before the whole cancer thing, I had picked up a little bit more weight. I was at 327, and then I went up to about 340. And I was okay with it because at this time, I was married, and me and my husband, we were on the same journey of like, okay, let's do better. But hey, we was eating, watching TV, chilling, building a family, and just making things work, right? So then the cancer came, and then I decided to do the chemo and the radiation. And I just remember during that time, they would weigh me once a week, and my weight would fluctuate between 348 and 360. Like, it was just up and down, and they were worried because there would be a week where I would weigh 358 and then come in the next week and I would be down to 348, something like that. And they're like, how, this is not healthy. You can't do this, so, but I was just a wreck. Anywho, after chemo, I went on another venture. I said, okay, I got to get these toxins out my body. So that was 2 years ago when I did another company. And a lot of you know about that company because you guys, did the tea with me in that company. And I dropped weight again. Yes, I did. It was fast. I dropped like 20 something, 28 pounds or something in a month. And business was great. And it wasn't great. I still wasn't great. I still was holding on to a lot of pain and anger and just being unforgiving and just mad. But I got back down to, I want to say in the 320s, high 320s, maybe low 330s. I'm not really sure. Somewhere in there. And then we went through something else, my family, and we had to move and we had to go through this and we had to go through that. And it was just more stuff. And then that's when the doctors told me that my small intestines were damaged by radiation and that there was nothing medically they could do. They could offer me surgery, but I would still have the same side effects after surgery that I had now. So I couldn't even digest vegetables. I couldn't eat. Every time I ate fruit or vegetables, I would be in so much pain. It would just be days of just being on the couch, can't move, trying not to cry in front of my family. It was just painful. And then it went from constipation to diarrhea to running to the bathroom till I couldn't make it to the bathroom. It was, I'm saying, a total year and a half of just being freaking miserable. Just miserable, guys. I'm talking just miserable. And what happens? I eat. So I looked up last year and went to see my oncologist, who I adore. She's such a sweet person. And she knows my struggle with my weight and all of that. And she weighed me, and I didn't even look down because I knew I had gained weight. I knew I had gained weight. And I didn't look down. I just didn't. I just said, take it. And I just want to go in the room and sit. And then she came in with the chart. And she just took my hand and she said, have you thought about going to therapy? Yeah. And I said, is it that bad? And she said, I think you just would feel better if you talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody about what's going on. You went through 9 weeks of hell, and I saw you and you were strong and you went through it, and I saw your family crying. She said, but I never saw you cry. I never saw you lose it. I said I couldn't, I had to be strong for them, even though I was the one being pumped with poison and going through radiation and in and out of pain. It was like I refused to cry. I refused to cry. Refused to deal with it. So I hadn't dealt with it in years. So last October, this was October or November, something like that. And I told her, I said, you know what? Give me 60 days. I'll come back in 60 days. And let me do some things. I'm sorry if the camera's shaking, guys. I said, let me just find me again, And that's what I did. I did Iyanla Vanzant. I believe it's 30 or 45 days of forgiveness. I know I shared that with you guys last year or the last sometime. And that's when I did that. I started journaling again. I started meditating again. I started getting back to my time, taking time in the morning to get up early and just do what I needed to do for me. And I was like, okay. So when I went back and saw her in December, I said, okay, take my blood pressure, take everything again. And if it's high, then, I'll take the medication. Well, December, she said, what were you doing? And I told her, and she showed me the chart. And guys, I was at 378 pounds the first time when I went, like October, November. I'll have to find the dates if you guys need them. I don't think it's that important, but whatever. I was at 378. And when I went back the end of last year, I was down to 369, something like that. Yeah, okay. And she was like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Your blood pressure's good. Your cholesterol's good. You're not pre-diabetic. You're none of that. You're doing wonderful. So that was like the end of last year. And then come January, I said, you know what? The one thing that works for me is focus. I need focus. And I prayed. I said, Lord, just show me the right company. Show me the right place. Because I love marketing. I love the idea of being able to be my own boss, being able to set my own income. And I know my income is set on my workload. So I want more, I do more, you know. That's just me. That's what I like. So I went through some companies. I looked at them. I researched them. I prayed over them and did all of that. And then I got a sample in the mail of the ISOT. And I said, okay, you know, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this sample. You know, what could be worse, right? I'm already dealing with digestive issues. I took the sample, guys, and on day 2, I was like, wow, you know, I don't feel the need to run to the bathroom like I was. I said, okay, let me look into this further. I researched the ingredients, I researched the company, I researched everything, and prayed over it. And I was like, if I go in, I got to go all in. I got to go all in for at least minimum 365 days. Damn a 90-day challenge. Damn all that. I need 365 days. And so I joined and I started the journey in February. Just on the tea and the neutral burst, and I could feel the difference, honestly, because I could feel the difference. Yes, I lost the 5 pounds in 5 days. I lost more than that. But beyond the weight, I felt my body, I don't know, just different sensations I hadn't felt in years. Just being able to sleep at night, being able to go to the bathroom like quote unquote normal people. You know, I felt different in the first 30 days and I was like, this is it. So then in the next 30 days, you guys have been watching my journey on the resolution drops and the NRG, and the weight has been releasing. But above the weight, guys, it's just been remarkable. Like, these products are amazing. And yes, I'm a distributor, but you've watched me do, some of you have watched me be in tons of companies. And I'm in for maybe 3 months and that's it, right? Stay with me, man. Watch me work this. Besides the fact, and we're not even talking about the money side of it, guys. I mean, in the first 30 days, and I'm not making income claims and I'm not making medical claims about this company. I'm telling you from my personal experience. In the first 30 days, I was able to pay my family's cell phone bill, put money in my business account, still have money on my card, my TLC card, and still have cash from products on hand. This is a life changer for my family. So that's just me, but we'll deal with money another day. We're talking about health, right? But you know, hey. So yeah, I know this video is long. I'm just sharing my soul with you, if you don't mind. So yeah, it was good. It's been good. I could have done better this month with the eating, but I'm not going to beat myself up like I used to. I'm not going to put myself down because I'm down 40 pounds from the first time that I weighed in at that doctor's office when she was talking about therapy. 40 pounds. And I know for a fact, well, 22 of them, 22, 23 have come just in this month, the month of March. So half have come in this month of March with the resolution drops and the NRG. The first 10 or so, I want to say, came with me just starting a journey, you know, changing up a few things. And then I added the tea in the end of January. So take what you want from it. So yeah, we're going to switch it up for the month of April, guys. I'll show you what I'm doing in the next video because I'm still waiting on one of my products to get in. It should be in today or tomorrow, or today or Monday. One of those days, I don't know. But I want to thank you guys for your support over the years. I want to thank all of you who have prayed for me over the years, who have given me virtual hugs when I needed them, who have called, who have texted, who have sat with me during chemo, who have sent me cards. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because some of those days you just don't know. You really, really saved parts of my soul that was I was dying. So I thank you for that. So I'm gonna post my picture in here. Yeah, my belly pics. I had to go back, and the top one was when I was about I think I was actually about 380-ish, 378, 380, something like that. Those I took a while ago, and nothing really changed. So those are the only ones that I could find at that weight that I was. So that's what it is. The bottom pictures I just took today. I took today. You see my pants? I took today. I took today. So that's about it. And the journey continues, guys. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you again for your love. And I will talk with you guys soon.